Hello, truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are in Omaha, Nebraska. Of course, we're in Nebraska, trying to get the Cruising Nebraska thing done, touring Nebraska, see what it has to offer. It is 6 a.m. I have a load ready to go pick up, and the trip distance is 102 miles, which gets us over the threshold to count towards the Cruising Nebraska. We're going to be going to, I believe, Columbus, Nebraska, first thing this morning. So let's get on the road. Oh, yeah, that's right. I did update. The coast-to-coast map had an update. Apparently it was causing some problems with cargo or something of that nature, along with some other fixes. So the coast-to-coast map has been updated as of May 22nd. I'm recording this on the 24th. So if you've been having some issues, yeah, you may want to go ahead and get that updated. So let's see where I'm going here. I got a free teleport because, you know, added a new map. Updated the map, so got the cruise on over here for free. Let's see, how do I get out of here now at this point? I think over here. So, yep, we're going to Columbus, Nebraska first thing this morning. It's not that far. Like I said, it's going to be a 102-mile trip. But it's 14 miles to get to where we're picking this load up. Let's try not to have any fines or anything like that today. We are up to a whopping $73,000 in the bank account. I think, is it $75,000 to upgrade the garage in Dallas? So we might be doing that today. Possibly. Spend a little cash because why not? What else am I going to do with it? I mean, I could be paying off the loans, but you guys didn't want me to do that, so, which is fine, because I don't see the series ending anytime soon. We got a long ways to go, I do believe. Speaking of long ways to go, like I said, 8 miles, 7 miles, alright, we're chewing down the miles pretty quickly here. It's going to be a long trailer. I know that much. Yeah, stop looking at the scenery and keep your eyes on the road. That'd be a good thing to be doing. I think it's going to be an articulated trailer. I think I'm taking a quick left here. Apparently that road is not really there. Don't think this is a rest area, just traffic pulled on over. Yield. Yield to the train? Yeah, you bet I would. Just remember, we're doing external contracts. Newmont is where we're coming in. Okay, I can see it blinking right in front of us. The question is, which way is the trailer facing? Alright. So we're going to pull in over here. Let's see how I back up today. At least it's the right trailer, right? Did that a few episodes ago. Gently. Perfect. Now it should say 102 miles. Ah, it says 106 here. What's up, man? It says 106. So we are hauling a cargo rock bucket for a Volvo. Weighs 8,000 pounds. But we got that set up there. 8,000 pounds for a bucket, but we got an articulated trailer, like it weighs extreme amounts for some reason. Just making sure I get around everything there. Yeah, I think we're all set. So this should count. We are on 6 of 12 cities delivered to or from. And this should make it number 7. And then it's just a matter of trying to find loads in the town that we're in, going to places that we have not delivered to yet. It's easy at the beginning, but as you start narrowing it down, it starts to get a little bit more difficult. I was starting to wonder if I can get one out of Omaha, which is where we're at, because all the deliveries that they had staying in Nebraska were to cities that we've already been to. And I finally found one. This was like halfway through the list of external contracts. I was just going to cut out in front of those cars, but then when you realize you got yourself a long trailer behind you, probably not the best thing to be doing. So we're going to finish this delivery by 9 a.m. So yes, we're going to grab another one after that and go wherever. And it's not going to be a matter of where I get to pick and choose. It's going to be pretty much what external contract says I can do. I mean, we got until the middle of July or whatever it was to finish this up. But as I've been kind of saying for a while, I kind of want to, I don't want to rush through Nebraska. I mean, we just barely got here. But getting over to California is something that I need to be doing at some point. And we'll be doing that once we've been around Nebraska enough. We'll head out to the West Coast and see what's going on. It'll be kind of interesting, though. We're going to be going from like the newest state to the game to one of the originals. It'll probably take us a couple days to get out there. But yeah, we got many, well, maybe not many episodes. I mean, I keep forgetting that we're staying in the same state, so the traveling distance is not that far. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 more episodes staying inside Nebraska. All right, now we're going to do a loop-de-loop. Let's go ahead and check traffic. I don't see much traffic here. Should be cutting the corner a little bit wider than that with that long trailer back there, but I think I got plenty of room on the trailer side. I did have a comment on it like an episode, like 40 episodes ago, but they just left a comment not long ago saying I don't really check back on the trailer. Well, when you start driving enough, you start to get a feel for where the trailer is. I mean, I'm not saying I know exactly where it is, but you get the feel for it. You don't need to be constantly looking back there. The only thing I really look for is traffic. And I think I might be adding, I talked about it before, and I think I might want to give it a go. Since traffic is acting a little loony here anyways, I talked about it before, and maybe using the mod from Patrick as well, who does the minimal advisory mod at the bottom, does realistic economy mod, but he has the traffic mod as well, as I talked about before, where traffic is a little bit more sporadic. I want to give it a go, maybe on my test profile first. The only thing I'm not quite sure of, something about traffic spawns differently than it does in-game, so I just want to see how much different it is. I'll give it a look to see if it's something I want to add. It'll just add more sporadic driving by AI drivers. Add a little bit more spice to the driving style in ATS. I think basically we're just going to get drivers that will drive slower and or faster than what the base game does. I think it's the same mod that also mentions possible quote-unquote road rage drivers. Since we got the money now in some sense, I mean, we're not extremely rich, but you know, where we started from, where we are now, money-wise, we're doing well. Getting into accidents and stuff like that, we can afford to do that, and when I do it now, I just kind of laugh at it. In the beginning stages, not so much. Maybe we'll throw on the traffic and see what it does. Looks like it's about to rain here very soon. So, as I mentioned, we are going to Columbus. Kind of hard to see, but we're going to Turner Construction Group. Sometimes the construction zones, if that's Well, I'm thinking of where we're going. That's going to be kind of hard to get in there with a long trailer. There was an update to ATS as well for me. I think it was today. So I'm wondering if they're addressing some of the traffic issues. I just thought about that because I'm seeing the traffic at the stoplight on the left-hand side. And looks like they're pulling up nicely. A billboard for Kansas awaits you. So we've already discovered Columbus. We've driven through it. I think that was the first day that we were in Nebraska, where we were going up to Norfolk from McCook. I think we drove through here. Oh, I gotta make a left-hand turn. There, we got over without forcing our way over. I'm going to sneak around. Hopefully that red car's not going this way. Because I was moving over here before. Technically, I should be going over here. 6 gears a little bit too much. Not going to get lucky with the red light. Yeah, almost. Looks like I need to be in that left-hand lane once again. Now, with a few updates, I'm also wondering the issue I've been having with the game crashing with hitting the escape button with a trailer attached to the truck. I'll probably find out today when I go take a thumbnail. Although that might be the issue with the Coast to Coast mod. I was reading the forum for the Coast to Coast map, and people were saying something about unable to get cargo off on the Coast to Coast map itself. Some issue like that. I didn't look in too much into it because we're staying in Nebraska, so I wasn't too concerned, but I was wondering if our drivers were having issues getting loads as well. Alright, so this is where we're delivering it to. I can see it blinking. I'm just trying to figure out what way am I going? What way do I need to go in? Alright, so it looks like I'm pulling in from the other side. Alright, so hopefully we can go all the way around. I mean, GPS is saying we can go around the roundabout. Can I make the corner with this trailer now the way I'm entering in here? Where am I entering? Oh, right here. Well, hopefully I can get this straightened up before I get to where I need to be. Ding. No ding? There we go. That's what we want to hear. Alright, and decouple. So like I said, this should count towards our cruise in Nebraska. I was at 6. We should be at 7 when we see the results. And 7. Hey, there we go. Alright, now I need to find external contracts. I need to find a delivery to a town that we have not been to delivered-wise in Nebraska. So I got Columbus selected. Let me scroll through here and see how long it takes me to find one. Well, we have a load to pick up. And it's not far. It's actually right here. It'd be good if I take the parking brake off. And we are taking another long trailer. Going to be going to Sidney, Nebraska. You can see the white cone over there flashing at us. Which way is the trailer facing? And of course I'm pulling in this way. Might be better if I just go all the way around, but yeah, we'll just back into something. They didn't need that that crate of bricks anyways, did they? Probably not. Alright, this should work. Now I gotta, since I'm not backing it completely straight, gotta figure out the kingpin and where my truck is. Is that gonna be good? That's good. Alright, so, yeah, you can see 351 mile trip. We should be there, it says around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so this will be the last delivery of the day. The trailer I dropped off is gone, which we're lucky, because that way I can swing wide to get out of here. It does weigh 57,320 pounds. And I'm guessing we're going to be taking I-80 across state. At least I would think so. Oh yeah, what was I getting paid for this job? $16.34. Yeah, it seems kind of weird that this cargo, usually the heavy cargo stuff, pays pretty well, but this was like more than halfway down the list. And I got my deliveries checklist done by price per mile. What we get paid per mile. So halfway down the list is starting to get to be average. Have you had your Tyson today? No, I haven't. I haven't had any Tyson food today. And I don't plan to. Don't have any Tyson food in the house. So hopefully, like I said, by the end of the day, we'll take the money that we have, if we have enough. And we'll upgrade the Dallas garage. All of our trucks are pretty much upgraded. So we're done doing all that. So every truck we buy moving forward is either going to be a truck we're buying for ourselves and the driver will get the truck that we're in. Or if we start getting money fast enough, I'm buying trucks before I want to swap out what we have. We'll make sure that the driver gets a good enough truck to do whatever they need to do with it. Alright, so are we getting on the... I don't think we're getting on the I-80 here. $81.92, I think it said. Oop, traffic right there. Pardon me, I'm coming right out. Boy, they really don't give you a merging lane there, do they? I thought it was going to be a merging lane. Wasn't really so much one. I mean, there was a yield sign there, which should be a good indication saying there won't be a merging lane. Yeah, got ourselves around the corner. All right. 65 we shall go, and no further, because external contracts say 65 is the max. Well, it did look like it was going to rain, but we got that delivery done, and now the skies look clear blue. A prime van. All right. That's the loan payment. And if you don't know the total by now, you must be new here. It's been that way since like episode 20 or so or something. Maybe not episode 20, but may as well be. Alright, now we're getting on to I-80. I shouldn't be starting out in third gear with that much weight behind us, but... What? I got the direction light on, and did I come to a full stop? I may not come to a full stop. But if I did come to a full stop, which I think I did, then I got robbed on that red light violation. So 291 miles, and pretty much most of it's going to be right here on I-80. If GPS does have me get off I-80 before we get to Sidney, I got questions. Probably get pulled into a way station, I feel like, today. Especially when you're hauling the excavator? The excavator Volvo, yep. Almost forgot what I was hauling there for a second. Slowly gaining speed here. Actually, we're staying right at 59. So must be going slightly uphill. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit of momentum. And watch out for that debris in the road. I don't know what happens if I actually run over that. And I don't want to find out right now. Alright, I'm going to set the cruise control because I feel confident. Because speed limit is 75. We can only do 65. So I can't really see myself really having to pass many vehicles. Yeah, it seems like when I made that delivery, I mentioned it looked like it was going to rain. Then, of course, we dropped off the trailer, which we go back to the garage. Well, not the garage, but the home screen. And when I logged back in, the sun was out. So it's almost like the weather may reset when you go in and out of the screen, but that wouldn't make... I don't think that happens. I've seen it rain before, and I go to the home screen, come back, and it's still raining. But yeah, it's like the clouds just whoosh, vanished. Well, unless I get some drivers bringing in some cash the rest of the day, upgrading the Dallas garage may not happen. The one thing I this is really getting to the fine things of economics into ATS. Of course, when you go from a 3-truck garage to a 5-truck garage, you get yourself a fuel tank at your home garage where you can fuel up for cheaper fuel. I wonder if that affects our AI drivers. Now, from what I remember way back when ATS came out and I finally got my first full-size garage, I think the fuel was like $1 a gallon cheaper, maybe $1.50. But that was back in 2016. I don't know if that still holds out. I pretty much never, but I think we have maybe 20 episodes ago, somewhere around there. I think we were at our home garage in Denver where I fueled up at the garage. But the only way to know exactly how much you're saving is fuel up at the garage, see how much it is, then drive to a fuel station and see how much they're charging there. And compare the prices, of course. But we are running the realistic fuel price mod, and I don't know if that takes it into consideration as well. No clue. This kind of reminds me of real life driving through Nebraska on I-80. Although I think ATS has actually shown me more than what I remember in real life. Hate to keep saying that, but it's what I remember. Anyone else drive through I-80 through Nebraska recently can confirm or deny what I've been saying about driving on I-80. Alright, so way station up ahead. The question is way or no way? And I think way. What are we going to get? No way. Okay. Thank you, Nebraska. And at the same time, one of our drivers brings in some cash. I want to say it was $75,000 that we need. Any trucks coming out of the way station does not look like it, so don't really need to move over. And as I say that, another driver, Mark M, brings in a couple grand. And they leveled up as well. I really don't check my driver's stats on star levels. Although Harry P, we kind of keep our eye on. Although Harry P is like one of our our best drivers, as far as I can recall, for how many levels that they have. Now, most of I-80 we have driven on, and I think that was the first episode where the speed limits were causing some issues, which was caused by the realistic fuel price mod, which still kind of find that funny. I do see a helicopter in the air. I think that's going to be on our side, which it is. Oh, this truck is really slowing down. I mean, as they should. They slowed down quite a bit. Actually, I probably should even shift out to 9th gear. Get some RPMs in this thing. Get back going. Yeah, the one thing about traveling on interstates, as I always said, the time travel is a little bit quicker because you're covering more mileage, so they kind of speed up things for you. And when you get in the city, things slow way down. We're already at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright, got the cruise control back on. Just 100 miles to go, actually. Oh, wait, what do we got here? I hope this is not a detour kind of a thing coming up. No, it's another accident. Boy, I-80 westbound today is a hazard area. Alright, so when I do get to Sidney, we're going to Newmont. Did we just come from Newmont? So Newmont to Newmont. Must be they're building houses over in Sidney as well. Alright, let's try the cruise control again. It seems like every time I activate cruise control, it's like, no, the game, it's almost like the game knows. They hit the cruise control button. Let's give them something they have to work around. Actually, traffic hasn't been too bad around here. But I am doing 10 miles an hour under the speed limit, so people are kind of getting around us rather easily. Farmland as far as the eye can see, pretty much. So unless I have a lot of penalties coming up, violations and what have you, I think we can afford to upgrade the Dallas garage. And then start saving up for another truck. And I think it's I said this before, I think is it a Western Star I have not driven yet or owned yet? I think it's a Western Star, so we may have to go get ourselves a Western Star. But we're going to need about 175 grand-ish, somewhere around there, to get a truck that suits what I'm looking for. But the way the company's making money these days, that's only like 7 more episodes. I mean, could it happen before we leave Nebraska that I'm buying a Western Star? Just correct me if I'm wrong if I've driven a Western Star for a long... I've driven them for other companies when we first started the series. But I don't think I've owned a Western Star myself. I think we got Western Stars in the fleet, and our drivers are driving them around. But I don't think I have. Well, we're 19 miles out, so here is a rest area here. Keep that in the back of my brain for about 30 seconds, and I'll forget about it. Because that might be the place that we are resting up at. Well, I can see in the GPS a red line in the upper right hand corner, so it must be a right hand turn I'm going to be taking up here. I wonder if they have the Cabela's store, which actually I think is more like a Bass Pro. I think it actually says Bass Pro outside. Well, at least when I was there back in like 04 or 5, maybe. Another right-hand turn we'll be taking. And we're going actually right into the company right here, Newmont. So maybe not to a development area, it might be just to the company lot itself. So I think that rest area I pointed out just a second ago, that's where I'm going to be staying overnight. Okay, a dirt road with, I think it's a loading trailer. Gotta be careful. Can damage it pretty easily. Make sure the back end gets in, not a problem. Alright, so it's not a construction site, but looks like one of their company locations. Trying to peek where I gotta deliver this to because I need a straight shot. Yep, we'll go right through here, I guess. And get it the first time because I don't need to be backing up, so take it slow. Ding. Perfect. Park and brake. Turn off the engine and decouple. Alright, we should be at 8 of 12, which we are at. Perfect. Yeah, let's just go ahead and drive. I'm going to drive back to that rest area. And hopefully I can find my way without using GPS. I don't want to pull a Dumb and Dumber and drive the wrong way on the interstate for miles on end and go the wrong direction. And we can rest up. We'll fuel up and then we can see if we can upgrade that Dallas garage. I'm not too worried about getting the money down too far because after I sleep through the night, I assume a driver or two will make a delivery. And if we overdraft in our bank account, we got 48 hours to address that issue, which should not be a problem. Nope, we got a train coming. And this might be a good time to make a thumbnail because I kind of forgot to. Well, at least it's not a long train. And the one thing I do know, the trains out in this area can be long. Long enough to where sometimes you might want to just turn off your car, get out, stretch a little bit, walk around. Alright, and then I need to take a left-hand turn up here. Crossing traffic does not stop. Alright, scooch on over. So we got 4 more cities to deliver to. And starting to try to find loads going to those 4 cities is going to be fun. I think, I don't even know what 4 cities it is, but I have been writing down the cities on my checklist here. And the deliveries do have to be at least 100 miles or over. But if we can't find one from the town that we're in to any town that we need to go, well, we'll just, we'll find something to do, I'm sure. Probably came in the wrong way like I always do. $3.62 for diesel in Nebraska. That's pretty good. I want to say it's like 20 where I am. Alright. I do like that real sounds mod, but at the fuel depot, I just take off way quicker than it goes through all the sound animation that it needs to. Alright, we should be in a rest area here. We are. Alright, let's go ahead and exit on out. Alright, so company garage manager. Dallas. And upgrade for 75,000. Yes, please. Oh, I thought I had the cutscenes turned off. But we'll get the cutscene of an upgraded garage. I mean, we don't see it that often here, so... I have thought about, and I have looked into it once or twice, of customizing our garages. But since I'm not really there to put that much time and effort into upgrading our garages and having our name on the headquarters and all that, this seems more work than it's worth, if that makes any sense. Alright, let's go ahead and exit on out of that. So wait, where do I see... Because this is all new UI. Oh, there we go. Right now our profit is not looking as great. I think before Nebraska came out and whatnot, we were somewhere over 200, maybe like 225 per 7 days. This is down quite a bit. I think because I'm getting a lot of drivers coming back without loads because of all the updates. But yeah, even though we just upgraded the garage, I need about 176,000 to buy, 175,000 to buy a truck. Like I said, about 7 episodes or so. Actually, if I go back in the company and driver, truck manager. I don't have any Western Stars whatsoever. So I think the next truck we'll be driving is a Western Star. So let's go ahead, because I think this video is not... I usually don't time myself. I don't think we're at an hour here. Let's just go to... Where do I find... Where do I find... Is it company services? Truck dealers. There we go. Western Star. All right, we're just going to say buy online. Just to get a rough idea of what we're looking at here. So here's a Western Star 49 sleeper. I'm just having a look at see what kind of what the trucks are like. 49 sleeper or 57 sleeper. Wow. Okay, we're getting up to like 191 for these things. I'm just trying to see what truck design looks more like I would drive or prefer. Let's go custom configuration, see what that actually gives us. So yes, 6x4 chassis, yes. Okay, you want to give us a 600 horsepower Detroit engine, which I'm fine with. Gearbox, 12 speed. I would want a retarder on mine. 12 speed, 12 speed, 12 speed, 12 speed, 12 speed, 12 speed. No retarder. Transmission options. Okay. Well, I got some time to think about that and how I want to do it. What is the other one? Does that give me different options for transmissions, or do Western Star not really have many options for... Oh, okay. This one gives me options. What engine's in this one? The same engine. So, yeah, I'll probably pick this kind of a Western Star, the 49. So, say $200,000 roughly is what we need to get what we're looking for. Normal cargo and the maneuverability is not the greatest. What transmission do you have in there? Okay, so if I get myself a 13-speed retarder, well, that does a lot better in hill traverse. Maneuverability, normal cargo doesn't go up that great. Kind of reminds me of the W900 that we had. Did pretty good here, but not so much in the normal and maneuverability. All right. Well, we kind of know now. So it's gonna be a little bit And the last thing I want to check on is, no, let's get out of that. Company, driver manager. And if I do rating, well, Harry P is not the best driver in the fleet. I mean, if we exclude ourselves, we are a 10-star. Everyone laugh. Alicia L and Victor A are 7.5. Oh, and Yaroslav, Astrid. We got a lot of 7. Where's Harry P? Harry P's a 5.8. He does have the reefer trailer. All right. Well, they're doing what they're doing. But anyways, yeah, I've been dragging this end of the video on long enough. But yeah, we upgraded the Dallas garage, so now we need 200 grand-ish to get ourselves another truck. I mean, nothing wrong with the truck that we have. Same I can say with all the trucks we've had. I've enjoyed them all. Maybe not at first, the first day I drive them, but after I get accustomed to them, yeah, they're pretty good. But anyways, yeah, I've been rambling on long enough. If you made it this far in the video, remember to give it a thumbs up if you'd like to. And if you haven't already and you're thinking about doing so, please think about subscribing. And yeah, that's what we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with realistic economy. But until then, have a good one.